Dauntless is a free-to-play third-person action monster hunting game that as of the 21st of May 2019 will be fully released on PC, Xbox One and PS4 with cross-play between platforms. I actually covered Dauntless in a first impressions video over a year and a half ago when the game went into closed beta and had a decent enough time playing it, so when Phoenix Labs contacted me about doing a sponsored video, I decided to accept the opportunity and see just how much the game has improved since the last time I played in 2017. So, starting out in Dauntless, you need to create a character. Initially, you're asked to pick two parents and are given a slider to favour one parent's features over the other. After that, you're able to fine-tune your character with a lot of sliders and more than enough options to make a distinctive look. It felt like there was a lot more customization options with the character created than the last time I played the game, and as a result, I was able to make a bearded Viking-looking dude. After this, you go for a short cutscene where your character falls 100 meters from an airship and somehow doesn't end up paralyzed. Oh shit, son, we're falling through the sky. And we didn't die. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Oh, still not gonna die. Dude, that's like at least a broken back. You're given a short movement and controls tutorial, and then you're thrown immediately into your first Behemoth fight with a lesser Nasher. Obviously, as this is the first fight of the game, it isn't too challenging, but it gives you plenty of time to whack away, learn how to time your dodge, figure out your left and right click combos, as well as activate your Q ability once you've built up enough energy to release big damage upon this poor oversized squirrel monster. And is that a dead Nasher? I think so. And that's level 2. After you've killed the monster, you're given a pat on the back by your friends, then you're flown to the game's main hub, which is called Ramsgate, where you're introduced to various NPCs, given quests to learn about basic things such as crafting, the hunt pass, progression, and upgrades. Here I took a bit of time to familiarize myself with the game's user interface, which has gone through an overhaul since the last time I played, and has a much better look and polish to it. In fact, something else I noticed was the game was just generally running smoother, and I no longer had the Ramsgate desync issues I had in the beta. In addition to this, the new user experience seemed to be a bit more streamlined than the last time I played. I was almost immediately asked to craft a new set of armor and weapon, and the game's progression structure seemed very apparent early on. There's a tab here called Personality, and this seems to be where you can kind of customize your character a little bit. Make your own little banner. There's also quite a lot of different emotes that you can unlock as well. So after hanging out in the town for a bit, I went to the notice board to embark on a new hunt. I selected Blaze Behemoths and chose the Ember main as the game indicated that I needed to kill this monster for a quest. I got grouped with another player and proceeded to commentate my fight with this monster, not knowing that by default the game has open microphone on. Luckily, the person I got grouped with didn't seem to mind. We spawned into the map, I found the monster, sent a flare up to let my teammate know where it was, and we proceeded to kick the living shit out of this half rhino, half dinosaur monster until we could harvest its resources for our own sick and twisted agenda of becoming more powerful. Oh god, dude, I'm getting wrecked. I don't know what they've changed, but I really feel like the combat has improved since the last time I played this game. We've chopped his tail off. Monster's pissed, big damage is happening. Upon the death of the monster, the game stroked me and my teammate's ego for a bit, saying that we performed as an S++ together. Gave us an overview of the gains from the mission, and sent me back on my way to Ramsgate, where I handed in some quests, did some crafting, and went back out on another mission. This time I opted to do a solo hunt, so I had the chance to go around the map and do a bit of chill gathering before taking on the monster, but I quickly realised that doing hunts with other players was way more fun. I've learned that if you sheath your weapon while sprinting, it recovers your sprint really quickly and you actually move faster, so that's nice to know. It's going to be a dead Nasher soon. I don't know what it's doing. It's just letting me wail on it. Eventually, I discovered the whole open mic thing whilst in a party of 4, and I probably made every member of the group either really confused or embarrassed on my behalf. I think, like, all 4 of these people just heard me doing my little YouTube commentary before the bloody game started. That's a bit embarrassing. But holy shit, this is a fucking cool monster. Look at that, it's huge. Another thing I learned early on was that for different monsters you should use different sets of armor and weapons that have bonus attack damage and resistances to certain elements. For example, boreal armor gives bonus defense against frost damage, but negative defense against fire damage. It seems like later on it will be necessary to have upgraded sets of different gear based on the elemental strengths and weaknesses of the behemoths you're fighting. In addition to this, you're also able to add modifications modifications to gear that give various buffs to your fighting capabilities. These can also be combined together to create an infusion of a higher grade. For the next few hours I worked my way through the quests at Ramsgate, killing newly unlocked behemoths, re-killing ones I'd fought previously, and gathering the crafting materials needed to increase my power to take on new, stronger monsters I'd unlocked. Yeah, upgrade it again. Lots of damage. Unlike the last time I played Dauntless, I was impressed with how quickly I unlocked a decent roster size of very unique and interesting behemoths to fight. Early on, the game structure seems to revolve around taking a main quest from the NPC to the left of the hunt board, which has a bunch of sub-quests and things you need to achieve before completing it. Every time you complete the main quest and its sub-quests, you seem to unlock new behemoths which require ever-increasing gear requirements to be able to tackle efficiently. Eventually, I unlocked something called a patrol mission, which was a really great way at gathering materials required to upgrade my gear. Patrol missions essentially put you against a random behemoth of your chosen elemental type, such as neutral, blaze, shock, or frost. If, for example, you wanted to level up a set of gear and a weapon that gives bonus blaze damage, you should farm blaze patrols, and the same is true for frost and shock gear sets. It wasn't long till the game's difficulty started to ramp up considerably. The hardest monsters I've fought so far are the Quillshot and the Carabac. These guys absolutely fucked my party multiple times, and I didn't actually think we'd be able to kill them. Luckily, both times we had one or two badasses that just carried the rest of us to success. Mate, that ability is so difficult to avoid. I have no idea how to avoid that. It just kind of spins you in. The game also had something called a hunt pass, which essentially gave you rewards for playing the game. There's a free version of this and a premium version with better rewards. Overall, revisiting Dauntless was a fun experience, and the main thing that really stuck out to me was just how much more polished this game is as a whole than the last time I played. I also enjoyed the combat more this time due to discovering the Q buff that gives you big damage and crafting a lantern that increased my attack speed considerably. Oh dude, the attack speed is crazy. When you pop the lantern, it becomes so much more fun. Although I'm not a massive Monster Hunter genre player myself, I think Dauntless has a solid combat and progression system, and for a free-to-play game, it doesn't ram the cash shop down your throat or sell anything that seems more than just convenience. And for that reason, it's just an easy game to recommend at least trying out, especially considering it's free to play and you have nothing to lose in trying it. But that's it for this video, guys. Once again, a big thanks to Phoenix Labs for sponsoring this video, and if Dauntless is a game that looks interesting to you, then click the link in the description below to try out the game, and it'll help support the channel. Additionally, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you again really soon.